UFC Fight Night, Sterling versus Zalal went down last night, and I'm going to go through the entire card in this video, breaking it down, give you my thoughts and, well, I know you said predictions, but just thoughts on the card, thoughts on every fight. So let's just get straight into it. The main event, not gonna lie, I was tired as fuck. I fell asleep and missed round 5. I'm assuming it was just Aljo backpacking him again because, Jesus Christ, look at the numbers. Looking at that, I'd assume it was. But great performance from Aljo, from what I saw. Zalal, I don't even know. What I said, I predicted Zalal to win. I didn't post my video because I couldn't be asked. I said Zalal would have success on the feet, and I said he would land a flying knee and hurt Aljo, which kind of happened. I don't know how clean that knee landed. I think it was round 3. And obviously he got the submission attempt in that one in the round. But Zalal, I don't know. I feel like he didn't fight the smartest of fight from what I saw. But at the same time, Aljo didn't allow Zalal... Jesus, that was hard to say. Allow Zalal to like fight the type of fight that he needed to. You know, Zalal needed to walk forward, put the pressure on, try to keep on the feet. But Aljo would take him down. Aljo would put the forward pressure on him himself. As soon as it got to the ground, in 3 out of the 4 rounds I saw, and I'm assuming round 5 as well, you could just see that Aljo was levels above. Once Zalal did manage to get on top in that round 3, he did find some success. He did have some nice moments, but for the most part, Aljo was clearly the better grappler. Kept taking Zalal's back. Zalal couldn't do anything about it. He was landing big shots off, well, not big shots, but he was landing shots on the ground, threatening chokes. He nearly had him. I think it was round 4. It looked like he nearly had him with a rear naked choke, but Zalal managed to survive. Great performance from Aljo. The green line test is wrong. That's another reason I picked Zalal. I didn't watch back any fights before this. I just went off the green line for some of it. The green line test is finally wrong, which now means it's going to go on a losing streak, so we're going to have to pick priors for next weekend's main event. So I think it's going to be JDM that Jacob predicts. And yeah, great performance from Aljo. You know what? We'll freestyle this while I'm recording this video. I think he should fight. He's in featherweight, so he's number 5. He should go above Yair after this win. Like, beating Zalal is more impressive than anything Yair's done in like ever. To be fair, so I think he should fight Volk versus Lopez. No, Volk versus fucking hell. I got PTSD from this UFC matchmaking. Volk versus Movzar. Lopez is fighting Garcia. I wouldn't mind an Aljo versus Lerone. It depends. But Aljo's now 3-1 since moving up to featherweight. He's probably only 1 win away from a title fight. Maybe you do Aljo versus Gene when he gets a title fight. I could see. Yeah, do that. I think Aljamain Sterling versus Gene Silva, main event of a fight night, winner gets a title shot versus whoever wins out of Lopez. Jesus Christ, I did it again. Whoever wins out of Evler versus Volk. Because obviously Lopez ain't getting a title shot if he beats Garcia. I don't think Garcia would get one if he beats Lopez. It depends on the rest of the division. But what I would do is Sterling versus Silva for a number 1 contender fight. Volk, Movzar. And then I have the winner of the Lopez versus... Fucking hell. The winner of the Lopez versus Garcia fight like maybe the winner of Arnold Allen versus Melky Costa. Something like that. And then do Yair versus Kev. I think that's everyone done. Obviously, Zalal's going to have a bit of time off. Lerone's going to have some time off because of his hip. And then he can fight the winner of someone else as well. So that's what I would do in the division right now. But either way, great performance from Aljo. Got the win. And yeah, he's probably now 1 fight away from a title shot. He's only lost at featherweights to Movzar, you know, who's fighting for a title next. Or should be fighting for a title next. So he's doing pretty good since moving up to the next one, moving up the weight class. Next fight, Edwards versus Dumont. I was only half watching this because I was watching the Wolves-Nuggets game at the same time. I think Edwards just kind of walked forward and just beat her up. Well, not even beat her up because there was no damage. I'm pretty sure Dumont's corner was like being retarded because I saw some people tweeting about the fight. And they were saying like Dumont's corner said that she was up 2-0 or something when she was losing 2-0 or something like that. There was another one with the David Grant fight where that happened. Oh, that got fight of the night. Thank fuck. Anyway, apparently Dumont's corner was being dumb and it costed the fight or something. I don't know, but yeah, I was watching the Nuggets game, so I didn't see this fight, to be honest. I didn't see half of this card. I was watching the basketball, but yeah, these more fucking Apex cards they give us. I'm getting less interested. But yeah, Edwards won. She might get a title fight now against the winner of Kayla versus Amanda, which probably happened in the summer or like August or September or something. But anyway, next fight, Garcia Hernandez. I think Garcia's juicing. I'm just kidding. This guy went from having mid performances and having cardio, well, not necessarily cardio issues, but he wouldn't put the pressure on because I think he was scared of his cardio. Like that performance versus Vince, what's his name? Vince Mitchell? I think it's Vince. I can't even fucking remember. Yeah. To now that one versus Hernandez yesterday, there's a noticeable difference. Even the one with Gordon. Like Gordon had a torn ACL or torn MCL or something after he got hit by a car. And even then he was having way more success and was nearly beat fucking Garcia. And then you move on to this fight where it was just a weird. I don't know if it is just because he's training with like Cub and that now, and that team is really good, or if he's genuinely just using because like something weird's going on. I don't know. I think some of these guys are fucking using in the UFC more than I originally thought. But yeah, Garcia won. Hernandez didn't have any success at all. He lost 30-27. He didn't do anything in the first couple rounds. I felt like he could have had a bit of success if he fought a bit differently, but Garcia was just kind of piecing him up, just landed a lot of better shots. I don't care about this card. I only half watched all these fights. The only fight that I genuinely sat there and watched was this one. Oh, these two actually, and the main event. But then I fell asleep because it was fucking 4 a.m. But yeah, Garcia beat Hernandez. I guess I don't know who should fight. Don't give him someone in the top 15. Fucking hell. Grant Dawson fucking destroyed him like 3 fights ago. We do not need to see him in the rankings yet. But give him like a fucking Nasrat or something. Have they fought before? I think so. I don't know. Next fight. Davey Grant versus Martinetti. Great fight. Actual fight that I want to talk about. Davey Grant with a crafty vet performance. You know, he was landing, he was throwing more, he was landing more. Martinetti seemed to be, throwing the bigger shots, but they still seemed to have less of an effect on Davey Grant compared to Davey Grant's shots. He was landing big leg kicks. Well, not big leg kicks. He was having leg kicks and they were having a big effect. Martinetti was struggling to walk after a few of them. 164 to 100. Jesus. This fight just went how I said it would. Davey Grant, classic crafty vet. Didn't fight like a retard like he did against, who did he just fight? Jourdain. Yeah, he got the dub, got a decision. Martinetti, I don't think he's ever going to be good in the UFC. Like, he's probably going to end with his UFC career with like a 6-6 record or something like that. But I feel like he's going to be a guy who's just constantly in fun fights. We saw his Contender Series fight, banger. This fight, great fight. To be fair, Davey Grant is a tough debut. I don't think Martinetti still beats some guys, and he's still young, but I don't think he's ever going to be anything special in the UFC. I just think he's going to be a guy that's constantly in great fights and that everyone's a fan of. And that fights that shouldn't be in the fucking apex, like this one shouldn't have, but they will be. But yeah, Davey Grant got the win. There's a fucking dog barking outside my house. And yeah, crafty vet performance. Get him on another card in England. I know he doesn't live here anymore, but still. Next fight, Jackson Barcelos. Montel Jackson can't fucking grapple, to say it. Like, he can't do anything on the ground. He just gets taken down. He just as soon as he gets taken down, it's like, oh yeah, it's over. Sometimes he can get back up, but it just mostly depends on the other guy making a mistake. He's actually just an athleticism merchant. Like, what the fuck does Montel Jackson do well? He's got a semi-okay 1-2, and that's it. Like, as soon as Barcelos realised, I can just slip out of the way, he just started doing that. Jesus, the total strength, fucking hell. But yeah, Barcelos won. I feel like he could have lost. I don't know. The thing is, like, with damage-based scoring, this fucking commentators pissed me off with this fight. Barcelos' face was fucked up in the first minute of the fight, right? He got dropped and he got hurt bad and his eye was all messed up. That was all in round 1. No, these 2 rounds here, 2 and 3 were close. No one is debating, look at the stats. No one is debating round 1 going to Montel Jackson. He dropped him, he hurt him bad, he landed a bunch of follow-up shots. Barcelos nearly got him with a sub at the end of the round. 5 more seconds, he probably would have finished him, but still. No one's debating round 1 went to Montel Jackson, right? And that's when he fucked up Barcelos' eye. Barcelos' face looked the same in round 3 as it did in round 1, but the commentators were still there like, yeah, but man, you got to score these fights on damage. So you're telling me round 3 could go, or round 2 or 3, I can't remember which one, could have gone to Jackson, okay? No, I'm not debating that. But the reason it could have gone to Jackson is not because he fucked up Barcelos' eye in round 1, like Dominic Cruz was saying. He was like, Montel Jackson's face, man. Look, it looks like he's not even been in the fight. Well, Barcelos is messed up. It's like, because his face got fucking messed up in round 1 does not mean that they should give him round 3. Like, commentators are always saying that. They always say, damage-based scoring, man, you got to give it to this one guy who clearly lost the fight. Just because the other guy's face is more messed up from one singular round where he got fucked up and then he won the other 4, doesn't mean you got to give the other guy the fight just because his face is less cut up, less damaged. Like, Just stop commentating doing that and just piss me off. And it's worse because Jackson could have won the fight, like, arguably. I don't think he did, but there is an argument for it. But just because of that, it makes me glad that he lost, just because these fucking commentators piss me off. And Jackson pisses me off. He fights half the time like he's bet on the other guy to win a decision. That Figgy fight especially, yesterday wasn't as bad, but still. Like, something about him. He doesn't do anything. I hate watching him from that one. It's not even his fault. Anyway, next fight. this is funny. Ryan fucking Spann. Look at this guy. Peak athleticism right here. Why is Buchecha in the UFC still? Please cut him. If he doesn't get cut after this, then I don't know. He's got a fetish for BJJ guys, apparently. He can't fight to save his life. I genuinely think if you threw me in there with him in a fucking sparring session just on the feet, I'd piece him up. And I haven't trained for like 2 years. He cannot strike whatsoever. It's so bad. He can grapple, but like not even effectively in the MMA fight because like obviously he's used to I don't know what he can't grapple in a fight because he's not used to getting fucking punched while he's on the ground or whatever. Like he's used to rolling with these guys in his gay jiu-jitsu and his gi tournaments, blah blah blah. Like, and it just isn't effective in MMA because the guy will just elbow him in the face and stand up and knee him into the body or something. Like he can't fight. Don't keep him in the UFC. He's 0-3 pretty much. He's 0-2-1, and you got the draw versus Nzechukwu. And don't keep him around. If they're cutting like Jordan Vucenic, who went 0-2 and lost to Guram on a week's notice and nearly beat him, and then lost to fucking Chris Duncan, he's getting cut after 2 fights, but this bum gets to stay in the UFC after getting knocked the fuck out by Ryan Spann. No. Buchecha sucks. Cut him. Spann, heavyweight is so... I tweeted this. Heavyweight is so bad, Ryan Spann's about to get a ranked opponent. Like, he's, he's 2-1. Oh, I hate this fucking website. He's 2-1 since moving up to heavyweight, and the loss is Waldo, who isn't even that bad of a loss. So it's like, what are we doing here at heavyweight? He's going to get a ranked opponent and probably beat him just because he's athletic compared to them, even though he doesn't fucking look it. Next fight, Vieira versus McConaughey. I didn't watch. Straight up, just didn't see any of it. I had it on in the background while I was doing nothing. I was just scrolling on my phone. Let's look at the stats here. We'll judge the fight based off the stats. Damn! More strikes and more significant strikes. Yep, there we go. Damn, he got dropped by Vieira. How the fuck is that possible? Anyway, Bo Nickal's best win just lost to Eric McConaughey. So, there's that, I guess. Carl Dawkins KO. Anyway, yeah, McConaughey beat Vieira. I'll watch it back today. I will not at all. Next fight, McVeigh Damas. How the fuck did you get subbed by Jackson McVeigh? Didn't watch. I saw the sub. Yeah, to be honest, I watched these 2 fights. I didn't watch it. I didn't care about this card. McVeigh subbed Damas and got a performance of the night, so it must have been pretty good. Neither of these guys should be in the UFC. Cut them. You know what? Instead of doing a breakdown of this card, let's just go through all the guys that can be cut. Actually, these guys can all stay. You can cut Jackson, I don't care. You can cut Buchecha. Spann, realistically, you can cut, but it's heavyweight, so you probably got to keep him around. I'm going to be honest, both of these guys can get cut. I know Vieira's had some good wins in the past, but lost to McConaughey, lost to Bo Nickal, beat Gore, who now I think Gore would beat him, now that he's not a fucking crackhead. Lost to Petrosky, beat Petrosian, who's been cut, beat Verndage. Wow. Lost to Curtis, beat Stoltz. I'm going to be honest, yeah, there's no reason to keep him around. You can cut him if you want. McConaughey should also get cut. I know he just beat him, but still. Actually, he's 2-2. We'll give him one more chance. You know? He beat Brundage, lost to Ruza Boy. He's not lost to terrible guys. If he loses next fight, he can get cut. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guys, 5, 6, 7. Phil Ho, you can cut him if you want, I don't care. 8, 9, 10. I don't know. There's 10 people on this card you can cut. It's these cards are just filler at this point. They don't mean anything. But yeah, McVeigh subbed Damas, I guess. Was this a decision? Yeah. Montague smoked Myra how I said she would. Actual interest in prospect in women's MMA. Shit's crazy. But yeah. Let her fight fucking Damon. Why not? It's the same weight class, I think. Next fight. Durden beat Phil Ho. Phil Ho was minus 700 and fucking lost. Not even close either. Durden is usually just winning fights until he loses, and he just kind of won this fight until he won. Crazy. He's 2-8 in his last 10 now. I don't know what the fuck, how he beat Phil Ho, but yeah, whatever. Phil Ho's a fraud. Makayev nearly lost to this. Makayev was 30 seconds away from losing to this man. like on short notice. Yeah, he was 28 seconds from losing the decision, and he nearly had his knee ripped off. He beat Barrett, beat Osborne. Okay, which was the fight I was I at this one? Yeah, I think I was at this one. He beat Carpenter. Okay, fine, he can stay. He lost to last man. Yeah, I don't know. Phil Ho fucking sucks. Durden also sucks, and he just won this fight. But like, look at his record. Like, this is what this video is turning into. I don't even care about breaking this card down. Lost. Oh no, he beat Match now. So there's only 2 wins in his last one. There's only 3 wins in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 3 wins in his last 9 fights. So Phil Ho, fucking Matt Schnell on short notice, and Jake Hadley, who's now losing in the PFL. How Phil Ho's been grouped with them, I don't know. But yeah, Phil Ho lost. That was funny, I guess. I don't know. Francis Marshall beat this fucking NPC. I don't know why Brennan's in the UFC, cut him. Marshall's actually... Like, this got added a week before the card. It wasn't even like someone stepped out, or was it pulled out, and someone stepped in. It just got made a week before the card for no reason. So, sure, I guess. Next fight, this Venezuela dude. I'm pretty sure he struggled with Max... I wasn't watching. I had it on in the background while I was watching the draft. I'm pretty sure he was, like, actively struggling with Max Griffin, which is kind of funny. Because it's fucking Max Griffin. But yeah, he won, and I didn't watch his first fight. So, you know. That was the card. There was just genuinely no point of the card happening. But, yeah. It happened. And, it doesn't let me fucking go back. Like, what is this? What was this thing? But yeah, anyway. We actually got some good cards coming up now. This card's good. This card's good. This card's shit, but it's a good main event. This card's good. This card's good. White House card's good. It's on a fucking Sunday night for me. Well, for everyone, but worse for me. That's awesome. But yeah, we don't need any of these cards happening anymore, because they need to announce some fucking fights, man. What? Literally next month, pretty much, is the last that they've officially announced. But yeah, this card's going to be good. I'll do my prediction for it soon. And yeah, Tuivasa versus Louis Sutherland. That is the fight of all time. But yeah, ooh, plus 200. Might have to have a little stab at that. He'll probably lose, but still. Anyway, thank you for watching. How are you an underdog to Junior Taffa? Fucking hell. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Yeah, see you next time.